think we should have everyone back. I'm gonna do a ready check just to make. What's that?
I said Prof's taking the spot I was going to go in.
I got 2 minutes on salve and wisdom.
Let's get that rebuffed then.
I need pally buffs.
Yeah, my sanctuary is about to fall off. Not that that's super important.
I need a salve as well.
Was
Alright.
canned salve?
To go. Is Mossy
he's-
back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, cool. I just heard you say be right back before I called for the break. So let's do a pull timer and let's do this, guys.
Wait, is Kent here?
Canned is AFK, Dorjan's AFK.
Yeah, Canned is the salve.
No, I'm here. I had ready checked.
It says Kenrin and you flimsy, but you're talking.
I thought I saw Kenrin was talking, so I'm pretty sure we're good to go.
Kenrin doesn't talk. What a lie.
What does misdirect do?
He typed it.
Alright, let's go.
Alright. Everybody, let's make sure we're stacked up under the feet.
5,
Let's do this.
4, 3,
Wisdom light on
2,
boss.
1.
MDs for big damage.
Oh boy. Ken's doing the can.exe.
Can slide.
So once Philip has used MD, let's get Vapor and Dorjan doing it so we can get those on cooldown.
You want wreck on him?
Readjust if you got pulled out from under you. Paw, you're going to want to back up a bit. Otherwise, when it goes to you, he'll move back. Yeah, put wreck on. Can run wreck on Solarian too. It's on Paw. Booster, are you in the group?
Hate you, Prof.
Yeah,
Gonna stand next to you and fuck your DPS up.
Fuck. It's working. I'm getting fucked.
Sabotage.
Mm-hmm.
What a hero ring. Thank you.
What's the range on Manatop? Do you know?
30.
Alright, you drop it. Whatever, can I get you? Innervate? You got 4 mana.
It's because I'm doing my
you.
job.
Yep.
Trash.
I'll tell you right now, that's the money spot to stand in. You can target me once.
Oh, that's a pretty cool trinket.
It isn't.
Oh, it's not good. No
It's
bueno.
not. No bueno.
Wampa wah. I thought it was the rogue one at first, and then I saw healing.
Well, warrior
It's not
priest
that
druid.
much.
We've got our tokens, I'm pretty sure.
All the tanks too?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright.
Just bit them off. Anybody gets them.
Anyone logging?
Always.
I'm on a sit. Nominal.
Yeah, same. Always.
Trash. 95.
We're gonna make our way over to Solarian. I am going to quickly grab something. Could I get a summon outside? I should have done that during the fucking break.
Yeah, we asked you that, but you
I
skedaddled
stepped
as
up.
soon as break stopped.
Yeah, I went to
He
feed
ran.
the cat.
Full sprinted.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna make sure I get that resistance consume.
Is it weird we haven't seen a vortex all week?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Congrats, Lance.
That's more than I bid.
My bad. I typed in the wrong number.
Yeah, Moss, we almost got him.
Fuck you and your
Next time.
DKP duns.
I just wanted to make sure you didn't give it to the wrong person. That did
No, it's
more
the
than
right
you.
person. I typed the wrong number. It's supposed to be 56. I don't know why I typed a 7.
Tell him that's for all those fucking decays he does. Ooh,
Watch
whoop.
out for Pat. I don't know how close it gets.
In
Is
case
anyone else
anybody
get a
wants to
summon?
drink it.
Yeah,
If
we're
not, you guys can start pulls. You'll be fine with 2 tanks on those. Just don't stand in the fire, and I'll be in shortly.
Quinn and Proc out there.
Cut me a little bit of slack. I only got a computer like a few hours ago working.
Xanthrix and Pop, please. Give me a slash roll.
Give to Ed.
Alrighty. That's it.
Paul, grab star.
Warrior
Yeah, I
priest.
mean, grab the other two.
5,
On time.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Pull it to the side. I'm here. Alright, that works.
It's like they each
think we
listened to
can
half of your comment. One pulled to the side and the other one was not in here.
No.
You think we can take this fire aura from him?
Doesn't let me steal it.
It is. This one
So
is
no.
not, despite the fact it says dispel. This one's stuck on him. Congrats, Posse.
Thank you.
Congrats, bud.
Thank you for the song.
Alright, Dorjan, I got faith in you. On you, bud. And D to can be left side, Dorjan be left side.
Oh, I got you.
All your MD's on cooldown. Vapor, go grab that shit.
Phillips is good too.
If he's not here.
Oh, he's summoned.
Alright, I guess I'm grabbing it. I don't know what we're doing right now.
No, we got it.
Should be here. There we go. Should be left side. We're just gonna pull. Just like that, Paul.
Yeah,
I only said it before the pull.
I don't know why our
We in
tanks
trouble?
insist on running
It's
to
fucking-
targets that are being misdirected to you.
I'm not gonna run in there. Alright, don't
Yeah.
go in there, guys. That's a
Let's see.
wipe.
No. Let's do a DI, please.
I'm not there for a few seconds. Yeah, it's really, really important that we are... Oh my gosh, they're running all the way out here. Fucking lovely.
Yeah, they don't reset. They're trash mobs.
Release and repair. Just die.
They have not reset yet, so don't try running in. We all wait outside, guys. I don't know who's still in the instance. They have not run back yet.
I am still in here, but I am not in combat.
Yeah, you're probably good. An exception. If you were over in the other room doing loot or whatever. Okay, if they were sent, we're good.
Alright, let's get back in there, buff up. Let's try to make good time. We're going into Solarian. If we can get this trash done in a good amount of time without doing some nonsense, we will have plenty of time for Kael'thas. Did you guys get the pad already, just to clarify?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So it's just the sentinels on the left side that need to be tanked on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, yeah, so this will be Cand and myself. We'll just tank them on the left side, raid position yourself on the right. We'll stack up in that room to get buffs real quick, and then get zooming. Just gonna do a quick check on buffs. We can just get an int on Mega Bomb, everything else looks pretty good. Self buffs and get rolling. Please and thank you.
Might on Jedi.
When you feel it.
Yep, Hunter, just pull it back to Cand and I'll pick up X.
That's weird. It didn't pull the right hand side. How did you manage that? Magic.
Magic.
Sorry, I can't hear you at all. That was weird.
Okay, we're good.
I knew I was doing something silly.
You did spell reflect. Oh, you're dual wielding.
Yeah, it's from,
Void River.
yeah. I fixed it.
You're like, why? I'm clicking the spell reflect.
Yeah,
why
why
isn't
am I
it
not
working?
spell reflecting?
That reminds me of the time Magnet was fighting Gruul and put a shield and sword on and couldn't figure out
Do we get
why
stabs up?
DPS
Hold
was
up, yeah,
low.
let's get stabs up. So, Paw, you'll be taking Skull, I will be taking X. Kant has the remainder of the trash.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Count to 5, single target Skull and X. You can stack them up and then just AoE.
Please heal.
What you don't like sitting at 10%, living on the edge.
Living on a prayer right there. Fuck.
Now I want to play some fucking tunes.
Bon Jovi.
I blinked back for heals. Guess what I blinked into? Rain of Fire. I had eyes blocked.
Alright, let's get whatever girl up.
When there's one mob left, there's no point in seeding him. The explosion doesn't damage the mob that the seed is on.
Shiny lights.
But it's a damage over time.
Come on up here.
Everybody up here. Still got people in the back.
5,
Quick boss on whatever,
4,
girl.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Tanks up front. Come on, Stabus, wake up, dude.
Come on, Baptist.
Out of the fire. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna shout. Paul, if you could shout after, once it wears off, please. I'll try to mitigate this for as long as possible. Shout, Paul.
Thank you,
Oh, this is gonna be another fucking wipe. Oh my goodness.
These fuckers are mean.
I don't know why we're not LOSing and we're fucking killing those in that little ass space where Rain of Fire just fucks us.
I mean, you do have both sides of the entryway to move around in between. So I don't know what little ass space you're talking about.
Well, just from what I was experiencing is no matter where I was running, there was rain of fire unless, I mean, it just kept, I don't know. Yeah, it was difficult to keep healed up.
The issue is that we're not moving back, we're moving forward, so then healers have to then move through the Rain of Fire to get to the tanks.
Yes, thank you for putting that into words.
So you bring them out of that bullshit ass little mini hallway to the right or the left, and then if Rain of Fire is on both right and left, you just move back. It's easy.
And if you have the Rain of Fire on you and you're tanking it in there, don't stand in the Rain of Fire. It will kill the melee trying to DPS the adds and everything else. Just reposition the mobs. as a whole. Yeah, I have more patience than Nesta.
That's a low bar.
Wow.
It's a very low bar. You know, he's dead fucking right.
Stro, you crack me up so much, man.
Alright, so for this pull, don't stand in the fire tanks with where they are. Yeah, we can get it MD'd to Cand in this corner where he's jumping. If we get fire on there, just run to the other side, over to where I am. Nice and easy. Get quick rebuffs, it's 9:40 right now. We have almost spent more time on the past couple of trash packs than we did on Alar, just to put that into perspective for you guys.
Timer.
1 sec. Get your buffs. Alright, go ahead and pull it.
Allow him to put down a second consecrate for you, AoE. Now just move to the other side, tanks, move the hallway.
Just for the rain of fire.
Now AoE. Bring that fucker back in. All the tank taunts are up, I'm gonna bring that guy back in. Marcus Star.
I was stunned.
Huzzah!
Hey, look, a vortex.
We beat the boss. We will go counterclockwise.
There you go, Jedi.
Yay, new sword tonight.
Congrats, man.
Correct, bud.
We're gonna be grabbing that pat as it comes over. Just watch MC pulling once it gets close. On you, Cand.
I see you.
Try to MD him back if possible.
I see you.
He's MC.
CC the warlocks if you can, so we don't have nonsense going out when they get MC'd.
Feign Vapor. It's back on
Yeah, Shadow Sheep.
Roscoe MC, X is
Why are
loose,
there people
Ponton,
DPS
please.
and X?
Should we nuke and skull?
Also
Wow.
said banished.
Resist.
Yeah.
4 people just fucked me.
Dispel Roscoe, please. I'm a sheep.
Sorry, Bill.
Watch the whirlwind.
My fear is on a 3-minute cooldown for now. Whatever, girl. I'm the only warrior. It's mostly the warlocks that are going to get fears on us.
And me.
With Howl and Psychic. Please be careful of Skull. Let's get the dead up quickly. Quick rebuffs. Don't go too close to them.
You can distract if you want, Stabs.
Please.
You want to sprint over there?
Let's go into it.
I didn't know you could banish tree form druids.
Yep, because they're elementals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. Can't shapeshift out of it or nothing.
Who's MD?
Slurp.
I'm MC.
That was Kendron.
I got Skull. And the others. You can just taunt it off and I will get the other one. Melee, be careful where Skull and Skull is. It's next to 2 whirlwinds.
Slurp MC.
2 warlocks MC. Please CC Rooster and Slurp.
The vortex.
Duns, are we going back to making belts now?
I think so.
Alrighty.
I know Luna had asked to get her belt of the long road.
Quick heals on Dorjin. We're going to go right into this next pull. Alright, can't. Go get him.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Please single target Skull until he has the AoE threat.
Bloody rain of fire fall.
That's actually me just casting.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How many B-reses do we have going into Solarian?
They're all up.
Very.
I'm out of the fire. You're still in fire paw.
Stunned.
Okay, Island grab
Got
Skull
two loose
also.
on the healers.
See you.
I'm stunned right now.
I see you.
All tanks are dead there.
We're gonna do that. Yep.
I think it's probably faster if I run in.
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
To make this a lot simpler, you're going to pull them back and try to line of sight them to this spot. Raid, please don't stack in one ball, spread out. Like, we actually have a lot of fucking space in this room. We don't need to be hugging each other's butts. If a rain of fire goes on you that way, it's not just hitting every single fucking person in the raid. And you guys won't have to move at all. assume, but evidently we're having some issue fundamentally with this trash, and unless we fix it, we are going to be wasting a lot of our time here tonight. Buffs look good. So take a second to spread out. Please don't be stacked up in a blob like you are there. Make use of the space around the room. Go ahead, Kent. Again, watch your heals and DPS until he has them in position, please. We have a lot of people standing in fire there. Move. Reposition them. Thank you.
Hey, Kendra, whenever you get around the corner, I'm going to tap, and you can heal me, and they'll run straight to you.
No. No, we're not, Nesta. I'm calling it for this one. We're gonna do the same thing. Pull him to the corner, throw a shield. Just let him get it in position, please. We'll reassess this trash for next week to figure out if there's a better strategy for it, but this is the first time we've been having issues with it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't heal me, let Kendra do it.
Stunned. I'm in the...
Move out of the fire.
Alright, shitty longbow.
Alright, here we are back on Solarian. So if you guys recall from last week, this fight was all about quick healer adjustments to the target that Solarian is targeting. You can find this from target of target macro. Yeah, I know. I'll address stuff later on. Go ahead and get your arcane resistance on. Paul and I will be doing that. If you guys remember, you want to get close to us, but not directly on top of us to pass the debuff. Any of you who has not done this boss, I I think you've done it with us before, right? Xanthrix? Yeah, we just do it a bit different. When you get the debuff, you just give it to a tank rather than juggling it. It's a lot easier. We're going to hero on the first pack of priests. Yeah, if we can get soulstones on the 2 arcane resist tanks, please, and then on healers.
Wait, Stro, what are you talking about?
When the priests pop, priest ads come, you want to shoot the one on the left? I'll shoot the one on the right.
No, hero.
What?
Yeah, we killed him.
Never mind.
We killed them. Yeah, because we do not have Thundercat with us, who normally tanked it on the right, Jedi, I would like you to just make use of your taunt to get one of those priests and hold it. It doesn't hit hard. You're in plate.
I don't think I have a taunt.
What do you mean?
You do.
I'm
Called
red.
righteous defense.
Are they,
Oh, you want me to do that? Okay, I got that.
They're stunnable, yeah. Just fucking HOJ at one nuke. And then
Taunt,
obviously
stun,
taunt it.
any of those, yeah. We're burning them down. We're going to use the first hero when the first group goes up just to kill them and the boss. So if I could get the raid stacked up right where I am, right about here, I'll just demonstrate where the debuff goes. And then I am going to be right here with Paul stacked on me, please. So example of what Rain is doing, she's running over next to us, it will pass to the closest person, and then you run back into the group. Alright. Just gonna quickly check buffs. If I could get buffs on Furzar, please. Gift to the Wild, AI. And Stam.
Can I get the greater blessings on Jedi? Because might's about to drop off.
Do we have all 3 battle reses up?
Yep.
Thank you. Alright,
Yeah, mine.
given this, let's do a pull timer. So big thing healers is making sure that we're healing the targets of the arcane
5,
missiles. If we get
4,
that, we should be good
3,
to go.
2, 1.
So it's on Mossy, Canned, Ravager,
And snakes can eat
Slurp,
shards and stuff.
Heals and Slurp, Healadin.
We should stack up, guys. We shouldn't be aligned.
Please stack better. Let's pick one mark. Stack on the square. First Astromancer debuff is out. It's on Kandarin, Slurp. Danye, Dorjin. No, you were target of arcane missiles, not the debuff, Dorjin.
Yeah, gotcha.
Here comes the agent, stacking up for AoE. Please watch your threat. Once they are done, we're going to pop Heroism and burn down the priests. If you have stuns, make use of it. If you have interrupts, make use of it. I don't want to see heals going off.
Thanks for the bot.
Here they come. Let's adjust. Everybody move up.
Got X in a row. When your shit falls off, can you give me it? Thank you.
I see you.
It's on Philip. Furzar. Vindaloo. Danye. Watch your aggro, guys. It's on Stabas. Vindaloo.
Goodness, we get the debuff.
Vind, bring the debuff over. Fantastic.
Nope, nope, stay over
Get
there.
back, Vind.
Keep-
There you go. You're good to go, Vind. Once the blue goes off you. Next group of ads coming. Stack up, please.
I see you.
What happened? Did I miss something? Was that arcane missiles? Next
Think
ads?
so.
Thank you for the interrupt on Skull.
Gonna kill X, it's way out there.
I got that.
We have 25% to go, guys. Keep it clean.
2 minutes, Hydran.
It's on Gnarl. Mega Bum. Gnarl.
Make sure you use your lock candies when you can.
It's on tanks there. Yep. I'm gonna Soulstone. If I can get quick buffs, please.
Heal up Roscoe quick.
Thank you. We get arcane missiles again.
Pop Leaves is gonna get the next one, so we're good.
Yeah, if one of us gets targeted by arcane missiles, we can very quickly die. It's alright, we got these rocks for it.
Flash traps, please.
Same thing on Az, there's going to be a lot of healing going out now with the debuff. A little bit further, and then we should have the boss in the next phase.
Got a heal on X.
Rooster's getting the next Wrath.
Never mind.
By the blood of a highborn.
You need your innervate, whatever.
Let's push her into her next phase, guys. 8% to go. B-res on Xanthrix. I would like all the healers up.
I got it.
Thank you, Paul. Just be careful.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Fear Ward on tank. Specifically Kandarin.
I got him.
This is the last Wrath of the Astromancer going out.
Berserk. I might have got him. No.
Make sure
yeah.
you're bringing it. Thank you.
Might need a shadow.
And your cooldown.
Just tank and spank at this point, guys. Burn the boss.
Mr. X on Kandarin. Saw the big hitbox so I could hit him.
Just wait 1 second, Paul. Okay, we should be good to go now.
I think you need to call it out whenever it switches from Roscoe to Paw each time.
Yeah, we do much better on the bosses than the trash, but that's alright. The trash can be fixed up.
Speaking of bad trash, let's
The loot?
clear
The loot's pretty bad.
those bracers are nice, but not for casters. That's a bind.
Wrong belt. Damn it.
Oop. Who's our blacksmith?
Candrin.
Kendra.
Ignore that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a BOE made belt, so.
Leather bracers. Could be kind of cool.
Describe it for us.
Well, they got a socket, a lot of agility, and some attack power.
Alright, we're gonna get set up for this. We want to be grabbing the patrol as soon as it comes down to us, guys, if you recall. Then we will deal with this trash. If we can get this trash done in a timely manner, we should have close to an hour. Oh. Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to be helpful.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna be grabbing, or Hunter, anyone, grabbing Skull as soon as it passes forward. Sheeps, please. Candace gonna be talking to them. Sheeps, please.
I'm almost there.
Okay, I will tank Moon for the time being.
I got it.
Okay, stop attacking it. Keep them. Thank you. Perfect. All right, on Skull. No, I'm not asking for killer sheep.
Really sheep.
So watch those cleaves, people.
Yep, they are very close. Let's be careful with AoE. This is evidently the real boss. It's not Crucify if we don't wipe on trash. Going to Moon next. Remember, we can sheep to interrupt its whirlwind. So if I could have Nesta ready to do so.
Yep.
Circles
Circle,
up.
please. Stro.
Careful with that fear. Interrupt, please.
Yep.
Can we watch the cleave, please?
Okay, on to Circle.
I'll sheep it, Stro. I'm coming. It's hitting. There you go. I'm coming. Yep.
Alright, much better. It's all good. Yeah, let's make use of all the CC here. Yep. Yeah, I'll just adjust. So we have 2 marks for sheeps, 2 marks for fears.
I'll be timing.
Yep. We're gonna pull Skull and X down, so if I can get the CC up at the front to CC them at the top, Cand, you and I will pull them down to about where I'm standing here, please. And thank you. Alright, pull timer.
Let's hope we don't get bad luck with this pull like last week.
5,
Okay,
4,
ready to CC.
3, 2, 1.
Just be ready to re-CC until we get it in position. Get skull down, please, once you're done being stunned, canned. Thank you. You can also stack these.
Stars off here.
We're gonna go grab the feared adds afterwards. That is star and diamond, starting with diamond. Diamond incoming. If I can get a tank ready to grab star, please.
Make sure you turn them away so we don't get the volley.
Kinda cold too. Alright, circle next. This is the one that will require resheeping, so in this case, Stro, you'll have to interrupt it. Okay, yeah, we'll just pull them at the same time. If I can get a tank grabbing circle, we'll just interrupt them as they...
I'll give Moon if you want to get circle Stro.
Copy.
Okay.
I want to pull these ones back so they don't fear into the hallway.
Yep. Yeah, let's have Hunters empty it. Specifically Skull and X, if possible. And, let's try and wait for Diamond and Star to get a little bit further back before we do so. Alright. Philip, you'll do Skull. I believe I have you assigned, and was it Dorjin on X?
Yep, got it.
Yep, perfect. So I'm on X, Can's on Skull, pull timer.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Note, Raid, we are pulling these quite far back, so you're currently standing right about where we're going to be. I got stunned. Just pull right about to here, Kent. That should be good. Seems like Star is up. Yeah, Star is currently up. Thank you. Alright, let's grab Diamond. really bad habit and quite annoying when I have tanks constantly just pulling off. Alright, pause tanking it. We'll do Moon next.
Stroh's doing the Kandarin now.
What's that?
Stroh's doing the Kandarin blink around thing.
Oh, Stro.exe is broken.
Yep. I call it the Kandarin.
That's brutal.
Oof.
I can't remember if we... I think we need to pull this one back, actually. Yep.
Yep.
Is there anyone behind the Marshal? It's a Centurion, right? Yeah, it's a Centurion. Okay, I just couldn't see him for a second.
You can't sheep the Marshal.
Yeah, I'm not sheeping the Marshal.
It's got a moon on it.
Wait, what? No, no, it doesn't.
Now you changed it.
The guy behind
I
it.
changed it.
Oh,
No, you're
okay.
good.
Oh, I see their models stacked up there. Yeah, we'll go into the room. We'll just sheep them and go grab the two ads. It's just Skull and X. Tank them where they stand. We should be plenty fine. There's no fears involved. Got
There are
killed.
mobs behind us, so just be careful.
Yep. Alright, pull timer.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just be careful of Skull's whirlwind melee. That's really about it. Gonna want to get out of it when he does it.
Almost done.
We'll go to circle next.
That's best of it. Or not.
One is loose.
We got it. Got it.
Interrupt Moon, if you can. We're killing Moon. Same thing, we'll just go into that group there, CC the two ads and kill the rest. Yeah, we can stack, pardon me, Skull and X-Vine, just acknowledge that melee it does get dangerous when he whirlwinds.
Can I get some buffs?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Circle first. Ken, do you want to grab it?
It's gonna be your sheep strike.
I will grab Moon once it's down.
Straw, are you spell stealing that?
We can.
The fucking power infusion. Or are they fucking us?
I'm only stealing the heal that they throw on the.
I'm like instantly doing it, so please stop fucking me.
Someone's purging is what you mean?
Yeah.
Well, you weren't doing it last time they were around, so I was dispelling them.
I think I've only stolen one this whole time.
Am I dispelling something that I shouldn't be?
Nope,
No,
you
you're
can't do it.
Okay.
Be careful of the doorway. We will just go into the mobs on this one. Exact same thing, nothing different here. Pull time.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just readjust away from circle. Be careful of the doorway. Against circle. Can go ahead, grab it, I'll pick up Moon. Moon is loose. We'll just sheep Moon as it spins.
I see you.
Sheep Moon, please, thank you. Okay, so we've already gone through the first 3 phases of this. We did very well with it last week. I'd like to try and do the same thing again, but focus on getting the mind controls down, so that we're getting those broken, and also trying to push into having all of the ads down and actually getting to fight Kael'thas himself. I think that the hardest part is currently where we're at. It is just the hurdle of tanking the remaining bosses, getting the MCs broken, dealing with the Phoenixes. I've posted pictures in the Mythic Roscoe Discord, just to help show positioning. The raid itself is going to be positioned for the most part right about here where I'm pinging. Right about where we're standing is where Thaladred is going to be kite back and forth. So I'd like to have him die right about here where I'm jumping. Is the best case scenario, gives us lots of room to run to the east and to the west. So kill order is going to look something like this. Sorry, pardon me. When we are killing the ads in phase 3. And then going to Kael'thas. Once we get to 4th phase and Kael'thas is up, if I could get Stabas and Dylan focusing on interrupts on the fireball, just rotating. And then we will have Stro, Besta, Rain, Maverick, Frost Shocking, any of the Phoenixes to help with kiting it, at the very least until Kandrin is off of square. If we're within the target for what I'm expecting, we should have Skull and X dead by the time Kael'thas spawns, and we will be working on square. Once square is dead, Kandrin can taunt the remaining Phoenixes off and just kite them around the room. We are not going to DPS them until they go into the egg phase. That is when all DPS should be killing them. I'll repost the chart, which just simplifies pretty much all the key roles. It has everything for each of the phases, who is tanking what. Same thing for the phase with the weapons. Let's make sure that we get macros for equipping it if you need it. Anyone that can equip the Infinity Blade should do so to help with interrupts. That includes hunters, the rogue, warriors, paladins even.
Can't use
just to
daggers.
help with that. Oh yes, that's right. Pardon me. Who else can use it? Shamans technically, but there's probably better options for them to be using.
Don't have an ability strike to hit, so they can't use it.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the majority of our users able to break it is myself and Kandrin, who may be tied up for, or not Kandrin, myself and the hunters and Stabas. So Stabas, you might find yourself running around breaking MCs all day. Yes, I will also have the shield, but I can take the sword also to break MCs. Alright, let's give it a go. The main focus for this time is to make sure that we're going through everything we did last time nice and smooth. So, friendly reminder, Thaladred is where we are. The other 2 male will be in the corner where I just pinged. Slurp will be tanking Capernian. We will be staying out of 30 yards, which is conflagrate range. Did you guys confirm that was working last week also?
Yeah, if nobody's within 30 yards, she won't cast conflagrate.
Okay. We can get a second lock on it too, if that's what you guys have been finding to work. What's the logic behind that?
It's a 30-yard range.
Geez, so she might come up and do some bullshit ass run and come flag on the lock and then run around and be a cocksucker like she does.
Alright, no problem. Yeah, sure. We'll get Rooster, if you could also be going, just aiming for second on threat, just to try and help with it. At least in the first phase, I don't know how I feel about having Actually, no, it'll be fine, because it's extra DPS on Capernian. I will be going in on Thaladred and Capernian to apply a 25% spell damage boost. I'm going to call it out because there's the chance I will get hit really hard if I get really bad RNG. Alright, I'm going to do a pull timer.
And have your weapon equip macros if you have them.
Yep. One last thing. The first phase, let's take it nice and slow. No reason to use cooldowns. It's once we get to phase 2 where we need to start preparing for it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
For phase 3, all melee should be on the melee ads. Melee should never be touching Thaladred and Capernian. You will die. To answer the melee asking. Square. We are killing square before the other one always. Still follows the same order, guys.
3,
Kill order.
2, 1.
Alright, Stro, we are cutting him back. Save cooldowns and mana, take it easy. If you're going in with melee, you are going to die. Okay, let's start cutting him east and west now. It's on Maverick. He does have long range, so be very careful. Next up, we're going to have Sanguinar, which is going to be Paw. We can get a Fear Ward on Paw too. I know we only have one. We'll just have to do our best with that. Goose Boy. Let's try to kite him back up a little bit. We're pulling him to the back of the room here, guys. So slow DPS, stop. Never mind. It's all good. Just a little bit further away. We'll get it better. Next up, Sanguinar. We're pulling him over to the west side of the room.
3, 2, 1.
You can start DPS whenever, but just make sure that by the time he dies, he is in position. That's really all I care about in this phase right now. Canned can get ready to pick up square.
Here we got Tremors down.
You want them further back in the corner, or is that good?
Yeah, further back, please. I would like to line of sight the fear. Always to the wall. See how... Yeah. And then just reposition over there. It also gives the raid more space for outranging the fear.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh shit. She's a little bit farther forward. As a reminder, we're going to be MDing Kael'thas to myself when phase 4 comes up. That fucked me last time.
Perfect.
It's good reposition. Everybody out of conflag range once it readjusts, please. The locks are just
Gorgon
making
Fane.
space.
Gorgon Fane. Watch threat while that position, please. This is actually a really good position.
Yep.
Well done.
Alright, we got Telonicus stacked up.
4,
What's
3,
killing us?
2,
It's Dorjan's
1.
conflag.
I was nowhere near a conflict.
Something got conflagged.
That was your pet's conflict.
You gotta walk over. You go, yeah, get out of melee range, she'll just throw bombs at you.
Just give him a second to get it all in position. Alright, let's get interrupts on the Staff of Disintegration and the Cosmic Infuser, I believe it is.
Yep.
So Stabas,
I
you're
get
going to be
Stabs.
on the Disintegration, Maverick on the Infuser, and then Dylan, Disintegration, Rain Infuser. Let's get him right up to the wall. Perfect. I'll be grabbing the axe, and Hunter is grabbing the bow and facing it to the east, please.
Stack on Star,
Everybody
please.
stack up in the middle, yep, where Star is.
Infusers.
Yep, grab it.
Crossing over up the side.
It's alright.
We have 1 minute 10 to get these down, get your pieces equipped before everything spawns. We're going to be starting back on Thaladred, let him come to us a little bit, and then start kiting him east and west. We're going to keep stacked up for it. I will apply magic debuffs to them. Hunters will apply physical debuffs to the melee targets. Start grabbing your specific item once it's dead. We have 35 seconds. We're going to pop Harrow at the start of phase 3 once Thaladred is being damaged. Get your gear equipped. We have a
4,
few seconds here.
3,
Everybody ready?
2,
I'm gonna move away from
1.
the Warlock.
Alright, here we go. Everybody stacked up in the middle. Heals on your positions for assignments. First gaze target is Stabas. Thank you, Stabas. I'm going to start applying the debuff. Healers, just hopefully I don't get fucked. Alright. Pop Harrow and Pump. He's got debuff on.
Slurp's dead.
Second block is Rooster. Heals on Rooster, please.
Oh, that's BS.
I've got remote toy on.
We lost a few other people there. What happened?
They were too near the Warlock, and she can flag and fuck with a bunch of people.
Got it. Understood. Based on our time frame, let's see, I just keep rolling through it. Yeah, I'll repost the pic for my thing.
Do we have a Soulstone? Or should I put one out?
No, we're not going to burn anything. There's too much stuff at this point. Just keep going through the motions, but we're pretty close to wiping on this one.
4,
Let's
3,
get Thaladred down,
2,
switch over to Capernium.
1.
If you want to die quickly, just get within 30 yards of Astromancer.
So it's just positioning there at the start of phase 3.
The people on platform will for sure have to release.
100%. Note, all the advisors are not supposed to be dead when Kael'thas activates. It's not physically possible with DPS at this point. What I was saying at the start, to answer the question, we want Thaladred and Capernian to be down. We had Thaladred down and Capernian at, what, like 40%? But we
Somebody
had
started
multiple people dead earlier.
No one can stop me now.
Can this be reset?
Nope. Just
You can run out.
You guys
No,
just
you
go up
can't.
and wipe.
Yeah, Maverick, go ahead. Run out that. Okay.
4,
Oh, I can't
3,
enter
2, 1.
because the fight's in. I see.
remember to re-equip your weapon.
It'll reset when he walks out. If you back up.
Yeah, I think the reason why me and whatever girl and Philip died was because we were trying to find our weapon in a pile of other weapons. So that was
Yeah, wrong place,
problem.
wrong time.
Yeah, go ahead when we get back in there. But yeah, what I would recommend is once the weapon is dead, I know that yours was probably some of the last ones, but take a second to pick it up because the Cosmic Confuser was like the second or third one dead, I think.
No, it was the very last one killed.
Okay, or maybe it was the bow. We should have the Cosmic Confuser and the Staff of Disintegration being killed first.
Yeah, because even though the heal's interrupted, it's still holding over, which heals the other one.
Heals everything else, yeah. If the Cosmic Confuser is up, then we're doing it wrong.
If yours happens to be buried, then feel free to just pick up all of them. Like, just mash the click button. You can only equip the one you want to equip anyway, so it doesn't matter if they're in your bag.
You should be able to just use a target macro.
So Cosmic Confuser, first off, should not have been the last one to die. That's the healer. That's why we have the interrupts for the staff as well as the infuser. Those need to be killed first. I know we have 7 warlocks and the seed damage is amazing, but we do need to make sure that single target DPS is at least burning those down. Please and thank you.
Clear to go in.
Yeah, we're good. You're good.
Make a target and interact macro just like you had to do for the Flight Master and Stormwind.
Do you live log at all, Duns?
Whatever girl does.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a look at a quick snapshot of where we started in phase 3.
Posted a picture.
Yep, we started with Nested Dead.
Yep.
You get Whirlwind?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna not Frost Nova, but I'm fairly confident that that staff doesn't get RNG ticked by the Consecrated. It's gonna fuck me because I'm interrupting it. But we'll try it. I'll just ice block it. Fuck it. Is Paul on res range or he is not?
If he's past halfway, no, he's not. No, he's
No,
definitely
don't
not.
go try. Don't go try.
Paul, can you run in, please? We can
We'll summon you.
Men.
Yeah, so I see where you're going with that picture, Nesta. You're referring to you're stacking on X but moving left and right as you kite them back and forth, correct? Yeah, I understand. Okay. Yeah,
One more. Oh.
that will help them visualize the intent. Sure thing.
Alright. Real quick, if y'all look at the picture, right, while we're buffing and shit, there's two things wrong with this, right? First and foremost, the Warlock should not have moved. The Warlock moved because, obviously, she fireballed and the Warlocks weren't searing pain fast enough, so on and so forth. And that's going to be all RNG based, right? So the best way to do that is to just fucking MD it to one of the Warlocks, Arcane Shot, or whatever you want to do, super quick off the rip, and she's not going to move because she's going to be established aggro, right? So you should be doing that. Whatever hunter would probably just assign, like, Philip to that, to MD the Warlock to Slurp ASAP, right? So she won't move in phase 1. Same thing, MD will be off cooldown for phase 2. That's your number one priority, making sure that the MD gets the Slurp. Secondly, if you see the X and then you see where Sanguinar is, like, that's fear fuck us right there. So Sanguinar should be on the wall. You can heal the tanks from X, and then if you see where the kiting boss is, if he targets somebody on X, you just run to the left or run to the right. That's it. Like, you don't need to run to the opposite side of him. You don't need to be spread out. And then we should be super quickly fucking those weapons. Like, we should not be looting while it's ticking down. Like, we should have 20 plus seconds to just chill, MP5 mana regen. So that's huge, right? So absolutely should be seeding. I shouldn't be dying to stupid shit. It should be arcane explosioning. And then you could finish off the Devastator and shit at the end. So the quicker we kill the weapons, the better we get in position. I'll be marker star. You can just stack on me. Philip, make sure you're getting the MDs. We absolutely do not need to MD one of the bosses to the tanks. That's literally right on top of it. That's a waste of an MD. I wouldn't do that. The second MD is critical that you're getting Tail Toss if X is not down, which is the Warlock, to the tank. And you can assign whoever you want for that, Roscoe.
Yeah, I'll have Dorjan or Vapor, whoever's still alive at that time. But I'll assign Dorjan, assuming everyone's up. Something I just wanted to expand on for why this positioning he's showing is so important. We have a limited time frame to kill these ads. If we're having people run to the south or run Thaladred all around the room, the entire range DPS has to run around the room chasing to cast Shadow Bolts or whatever else it is after it, which means a slower kill time, slower switch over to Copernian, and more ads up. By having one Lord Sanguinar all the way against the wall where we position it, so that there's no fears, which again slows DPS, slows heals, and then two, everybody's stacked there so that Thaladred is always going to one place. You just move him to the west, move him to the east, and the raid that is positioned in the middle should always be able to DPS. Just to answer your question though, I can reflect the fireball, I can't reflect pyroblast.
Oh. Well, that's trash. Good to know.
I actually think the reflect doesn't work on a bunch of his abilities, unfortunately. Most boss abilities.
Gotcha. Also, I want to throw out there, just in case you guys didn't know, all of Kale's shit is interruptible, besides when he has his shield on that we're burning down. And then it's also interruptible again, so we should 100% be interrupting that. I'm always going to get the first one on Kale to make life easy, because it's ranged. Just an FYI.
No, I'm not too worried. Like Jedi, I'm not too worried about you and Stabas being in the group for Tremor Totem. One, because Stabas will be on Kael'thas and helping interrupt the MCs, so it's really only you on one mob that I'm not gonna adjust it. Yeah, I got... so yeah, if it wasn't already clear, melee should be on square when that phase starts, because you can't DPS Skull or X safely. I think I said that at the start of the trial, though.
And you can reach square hunters from that X position that I'll be stacked on. Just an FYI, and you're doing that because the bow increases their damage, so you can burn them.
It's not the same in Phase 3 as Phase 1. We just kill them in the order they spawn in Goose, which is Skull, Square, X, Triangle. But we are killing them in priority of target. So if you look up ahead, we have skull, X, square marked. Skull and X is the order for ranged. Square is the only safe target for melee, because if you go on skull as melee and you're not a tank, basically the only melee that should go on them is to apply debuffs, and that's me, because I can survive a hit, maybe two. So melee should be on square, and then Stabos will be rotating to Kael'thas when he spawns to help me with interrupts, please. The only one we... questions are good. Questions are not a problem, guys. There's absolutely nothing wrong with clarifying all of this. His fireballs are interruptible. The only time you can't is, like Nesta says, when he puts his shield up and he casts Pyroblast, and I can use a shield for it for whatever reason. Okay, let's do a ready check. Also good. Yeah, let's do the dialogue.
Energy, power. My people are addicted to it.
Something to expand on? Let's try to get Thaladred dead. More about right where I am.
Welcome to the future.
With circle here, please.
A pity you are too late to stop it. No one can stop me now.
Obviously, we're going to be a little farther positioned up, but I want you guys to understand what we're doing here. If you guys don't mind stacking on Star.
See how your nerves hold up against the dark and
4, 3,
Everybody stacked
2,
up.
1.
Whoever he gets is going to run to the left over here. Whatever's running on Star. Over here, quickly, before it moves to the group. The group is moving to the right, away from him. Maverick's moving to the right. The group can adjust a little bit back. There you go.
Yeah, I'd like to pull him a little more back.
Okay.
Right to about circle.
Good.
Right, so everybody stack up here.
So you see now we're all here. Now Paul's running the other side. And we got like a triangle going. Just be careful that he doesn't switch in the middle like he might right here. So you just kind of adjust as a group. There you go. Oh. Slurp's running. Now we're on the other side. Perfect.
Pretty much where he is now, we could stack on circle and we would just run him back and forth.
Yep.
Across the room.
Just be careful that he doesn't switch right here in the middle, so don't be super near him. Now Phil's running the right. Now we can reposition back over here on Star.
Yeah, it's really important we run along the same axis. For example, if you run like diagonally through the group and pull him to the group, it's going to fuck the group. It just makes it so that he could switch right on them.
Beautiful. We're going to do that exact same strat for when he comes back up in phase 3.
4, 3,
we'll be like here on
2,
Star.
1.
Fear ward on Paw, please. Let him get a bit of aggro.
Sorry,
Thank you very much. Perfect.
Both Warlocks should be positioned. Prof should be MD into Slurp. Should hit it with an arcane shot as soon as it comes up. No, 3.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Look at that shit. Fucking phenomenal. Shouldn't be past Star killing it. If you note this while we're fucking standing here, if this boss or this X is not dead by the time Kale comes up, it's imperative that we're getting the MD off. If the tanks try and go up there to grab it, they're obviously going to be within 30 yards of X. So Prof, you hit it with that quick MD on the phase 3 and it'll be golden. It should be right there in that exact same position.
You have proven worthy to test your skills.
Triangle in 3.
4, 3,
Let's get Talonica
2,
stacked up.
1.
I know we're at 40%. Let's make sure that Cant has him against the wall before he's killed. That's perfect. Alright.
So before we get the weapons, we're going to be right in this area. Initiation of phase 3, you can heal the 2 tanks, you can heal the warlock over there. We'll be moving around for Skull in this general area. Prepare for weapons, stack in the mid.
I have many weapons in my arsenal.
Incoming. Let's stack up that staff on the group, please.
Let's get the interrupts on those.
I see.
This is the time to use some light cooldowns. Burn these fuckers down. You see seeds. Don't be getting killed by whirlwind. Bring that shield back in, tanks. You got a minute 10 for the next phase.
Staff down.
Killing the infuser.
If you're a single target class, you should be killing Skull.
Interrupt that heal, please.
I got it. You can start looting. Once the Devastator's dead, make sure you're not getting whirlwind. Keep killing though. You can't equip while you're killing. You need to help the hunters with theirs. You got 30 seconds. This is much better. Should be positioned over here in the general area. Star after you loot. You got 20 seconds. This is how it should look every time. Now we're not last minute looting and shit like that.
Alright, let's get, yeah, perfect. Stacked up. Same
Both
thing we
tank-
practiced with Thaladred.
Yep. Prof, make sure you're getting that MD quick. Block should be in position over there.
Let's get them right
It would
about.
be unfair to make you fight all 4 advisors at once, but
4, 3,
Okay, get ready for Thaladred. Get ready to move.
1.
I'm just returning the favor.
On paw. Candor.
On rain. Run to the left, rain.
I got.
Careful, warlock.
Into Immolate.
Take his rain. That's fine. We'll be reser. It's on me.
She's on too. Just run her back and forth. Have the raid maybe run a little more into the center, please. Just so Thaladred's not.
Strobe
right
blink. Let's go ahead and hero, please.
Capernian moved.
Readjust. Go on star. Go on star.
Hold the
Wait for-
group down. Yep. Guys, we gotta be running away from Thaladred. Back and forth.
Yeah, we can't be in that block.
the-
Capernian
so-
moved.
Further down, meaning where I am standing here, we have lots of room to the south. I know it's going to hurt PBS there, but we lost like 7 people because of just standing in one spot panicking. I'm going to reiterate one thing after it. Let's wipe it up. Too many dead. I want to go into this again clean, because that was just right out the bat.
Let's run back here in DI. We can res. Everyone's pretty much back here, so it should be good. Everyone's within res range right now. Tanks move back.
So, I get the point of having everybody right in this position here, but especially when Thaladred was so close for the practice, there wasn't too much space, and Capernian is to the right, so I believe it would be best if the raid ranged was stacked right about where I'm standing right now. Which would be Star.
That's fine. So you just want to move Thaladred a little bit back then?
Well, if Thaladred is like
here?
right here,
4, 3, 2.
then
That's fine. It's just a
it
low
means
part attack.
it's only like a 2-second adjustment, and it gives a little bit of wiggle room for a Capernian fuck up. And it gives our slower members that aren't reacting to Thaladred a second to, realize where he is. Are you affected by gaze, and to
I
run
think
left and right.
what happened there was there was a couple people, if not just one, that was outside of 60 range from Compernian whenever she first came out. So they still
Sure,
had the
then.
phase 1 threat. And it took us a second to get her.
Yeah, this fight is glitchy that you don't want to be too far away from any mob that spawns, because they do a radius reset of their threat, and if you're outside of that radius, you will keep your threat from the beginning of the fight.
I don't think so.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
100%. It's
No, I
61.
know what you're talking about. I just was thinking, was someone outside of the range? I don't think so. I'll go take a look at logs.
It was probably one of the tanks over there because they're so far away from her.
We can have the tank start on us and then move in. Then yeah, that's fine. And it's kind of a learning experience, figuring out how far you can go and things. But like that strat right there where we were stacked, like now that people have seen it, you can move Thaladred a little bit more back. But like that's the move for sure. Kendra, what he's saying is that if you're super far away from the Warlock, like you'll keep your aggro from the previous phase, so you'll get fucked. That's all. So you and who is it, Paul, are on the 2 melee ads. So you can start with us and then just run to those ads.
But if they don't hit her, how do they have threat?
It's just a glitch. Don't
That's just
worry
how the
about it
fight
too
is.
much.
It's dumb as fuck.
We just gotta deal with it.
Yeah. I was at the back wall and she put like 50k threat on me and fucking ran in the back and killed me.
It just forces. It's probably the game designers thinking like, oh, they might find some way to cheese this in some way, so they
be
force
way
you
in
to
the
be
back
within
and they don't
range.
even aggro or some shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, it's a boss specific thing. It's dumb as fuck. You can start summoning people that aren't here, Kandra and Mega.
Be careful, don't go too much further.
So when phase 3 starts, everybody who is stacked in that group should be looking at Thaladred. One thing I want to go over with Thaladred kiting, which has been like, there was a big improvement, and I'm not saying this to give you guys a hard time. I'm saying this because I really think that if we can get the movement of Thaladred, because when we were practicing at the start, let's say for example, Nesta, could I get you just to stand at star as an example for where the group is? Let's say we've got the group standing there, and Thaladred is where star is. There were points where Thaladred would be over here. It would aggro to someone on the group, and they would run just directly east, which is going to make Thaladred move in this direction towards the group. And then what happens is Thaladred is slowly getting closer and closer to the raid, to the point that he's just going to turn and fuck someone up or they have to adjust. If you run, like, you don't need to just run immediately away from him. You have space. If it's going properly, you can run like this, and he will then just run in a back and forth motion so that he is no longer going into the raid group. The worst possible thing you can do is run in a direction that will pull him right through the raid group. I saw that happen twice. Just take a second to look around. The priority to phase 3 is looking at where Thaladred is. If you are the target, make it easy for your other 24 individuals and help control where he is moving. You essentially have the role of a tank, so just take a second to think where I position myself is going to control where the boss moves.
Do I need to run back?
No, we got you.
Does my explanation there make sense to everyone? Anyone need clarification on that?
He literally just described the picture. You're doing a triangle.
Yeah.
X and then 45 degrees left and right. Circles in the middle.
Math is hard, apparently, Nesta.
Yep. Well, I mean, if he kind of fucks us and runs towards us or a tank or something, then the group just slightly adjusts. You can literally just follow star, hump my leg. I got you. Shit's easy. Like, we're gonna fucking get it. Like, I understand Cap fucked us there, but that was fucking phenomenal. Like, now you just understand that, you zoom and you fucking burn his ass down. Shit's easy. Once he's dead, like, it's cake.
He had a longer than 10-minute salve. This fight's longer than that.
Yeah, it's at least like 15 minutes.
Feels like forever.
Alright. Let's get Mark of the Wild going out. Paladins are on top of their shit.
And tanks, just to reiterate for Paul and Canned, like, if you're going to stack up on circle, and then we're not going to have no fucking bullshit RNG, when those two ads come up, you're just going to run over to where those two ads spawn. Right? Start your shield, you can charge in that bitch, whatever you gotta do. That way Cap's not doing no dumbass shit. Prof's still going to hit his MD early on, shit should be easy. And if Cap moves, if we call out in the middle of the raid, hey, you know what? Run straight back to like the fucking wall, like back there. And that's what we'll do, because that shit fucks RNG.
The only thing I want to comment for Canned, don't stand directly on us, because he throws a grenade. If you could just stand like 3 feet off to the side.
Sure.
Just so that we don't get a grenade going into the whole raid. That's the only thing I'm going to add on that. Alright.
Perfect.
Alright, let's start the dialogue.
If you're MDing Capernian, you might want to make a target cast macro and spam it, because you can't target her until she gets rezzed.
A dependence made manifest after the Sunwell was destroyed. Welcome to the future.
Alright,
Yeah,
we're going to get,
possibly.
so for the start here on Thaladred, we're going to get him pulled back far enough, and then we're going to stack as a group and practice this. So first things first, pulling him back right about to circle.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And then we'll start kiting him left and right through the room. The raid will move up to where the totems are.
Alright, it's on Quen. Should be running this way, Quen. On the minimap. More to the left. Keep going to the wall. What are you doing?
Oh god, see, that's
On
going
Dorsey?
right into the raid there, guys.
Yep.
You fail.
You guys should still be on circle. I don't know why y'all run away. Just focusing that. He's going to switch here in a second.
So now pull him just a little bit.
Yep. So the next person that gets it is going to run to the south, over here, Stro, on circle, like this. Yep. See how he's going away from the raid? And then the raid group, keep in mind, he's going to switch here in a second. Be ready to move quickly. Okay, Maverick's running.
Left.
There you go. Run towards the back wall. Oh. Just got to be ready for it, is all.
I got
I was
Maverick.
right in the group there.
Run away, little girl.
Okay, it's on Healadin. Readjust, reposition. You got to be quick on it, it'll fuck you.
We could just move circle to right about where I am. Gives us the space.
Come restack on circle. Stro, run back and then to the right.
Yeah, where he's
There you
running
go.
is-
Come to circle. Come to circle. You may have to adjust a little bit because he's going to reposition here in like 1 second. Okay, now Stro's moving. Or disregard, Stro's already over there. Get ready for him to switch. Oh, it double hit Stro. That's nice.
Yeah, it's great.
Now Philip's running straight across, a little bit back. We're still on circle.
This is perfect, right here.
And
what's happening.
this whole time, he's been able to be getting fucked by rain. That's the key here. This is maximum DPS. And if he switches in the middle, you just kind of run back a little bit and then to the side. Phenomenal.
I'm wondering how the hell he just hit Philip from like 40
4,
yards away.
3,
He does that range ability.
2, 1.
Oh, is that what it was?
Oh, you should be at Sanguinar.
It's because he's a dick, that's why.
Fuck yeah, he is.
Okay, so it wasn't like his one hit ability, it was like some cost.
No.
Yeah,
he
it's a
hit me with
ranged
a Q.
knockback, I think.
He has the ranged one and then the one hit one.
It hits for like 5k or something.
So,
Yeah, for ward guns.
Yep,
let's get
it's
Sanguinar all
EA'd
the way to the
on
wall.
this first one. I got
I'm gonna do a
25
range
seconds.
check real quick.
so while you guys are killing this, I just want to do a quick thing on circle here. If you see, and this is always obviously where he dies, when he spawns, if you run to the left, you're going to get fucked. Right? So when he spawns, you're going to run over here like this. This is very common sense, but I'm reiterating. Right here.
Where you're at, where I'm at right now, is 60 yards from that mob.
Let me see.
Wait. Why is he like way back in the corner?
I got feared.
Okay, just making sure. As long as we're readjusting him.
Wait, Magnus, where you at?
Right here, 60 yards from Sanguinar.
I'll put a diamond. Yeah.
Yeah, we only have one priest for fear wards, unfortunately.
I don't see that. Oh, there it is.
4, 3, 2,
MD prof.
1.
I wonder if maybe we have Canned on Sanguinar because he could use the shield to become fear immune in phase 3.
I also wanted to point out real quick, there is a slight strat where the Warlock kind of moves back here
Yeah.
and has a healer assigned to them. And the healer and the Warlock just sit over here. Just another thought process to make this potentially slightly easier. That way if she runs off, does some bullshit, she's running away from the raid group, not towards them like we just had.
Yeah, we used that to line of sight her a minute ago to pull her away.
Yep. So that's just another thing that might be beneficial if you assign a healer over to the Warlock.
I may consider putting Paw on Tonicus in the future, because Canned with the legendary shield can just get immune to the fear.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch the bomb in the raid. There you go.
Alright, after this one we're going to be getting the weapons. Let's wait for Can to get all of them stacked up for a second this time. The only two that should be out of that group is Devastator and the bow.
As you see, I have many weapons.
We can generate here, circle team. Pick up the, see some nice area.
I see you. I see you.
Grab Skull for kills me, please. Grab the shield. Nice stabs on that staff.
Thank you for interrupt there.
So, Fusion should be the first thing to get in this cast out.
Yep.
Let's get them fusers stacked.
Careful with Devastator.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it just in range of seeds.
You got 35 seconds. We're a little slower here. Let's burn these.
I think a couple heals got off.
Alright, that'll be good. Alright, quick loot. You got like 20 seconds.
Where's the stuff?
Quickly
not
get
letting
into
me do that.
position, please.
Yeah, fuck it.
10 seconds.
The first person
Our
that
tanks
gets
are stacking close. Kandrin slightly out.
4, 3,
make sure we're getting that
2,
quick MD on the locks.
Here they come. Get ready to kite Thaladred, guys. We got plenty of room. Starting on Vindaloo. Vindaloo moving to the right.
We got conflagged.
Vindaloo
Move
around
to
the
the
wall.
right and down. That way is perfect. It's on Rooster. Run Rooster. Oh,
Both shamans are down.
Pause down.
Yeah, so again, I think that's why I want the raid to be a little further south. Just for the conflag.
Wait, the conflag hit us?
Yep.
Some were too far away. Those,
Alright, we'll wipe it up here.
Those circles that are right in front of the stairs, that's 30 yards away from us. Don't get past those, you're gonna instantly get that aggro.
It's 60
throw.
yards range. Yeah, it's far as fuck. It's 60 yards. So we're all where we were. We should be good. Are you sure we got hit by a fucking conflag there?
Well, me and Slurp did. We were dipshits, and we got
Yeah,
too
so
close
that's
to
what
her,
happened.
and she
They
she
got
got
hit by
up
the
and she
conflag.
insta conflag.
Oh, so there's the
Like
warlocks
literally
got
the second she came targetable, she got us.
So
Yeah.
then you guys just need to not be stacked on each
Yes.
other. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. It was stupid. I just didn't want to say anything, so thanks. We had it. That's all that mattered. We knew what we did.
Let's do one last attempt on this. I don't want to end it
Then
on.
you'll have to run out the door.
You got to do it right now, Vin, and run.
I think he had the same idea that I had, was to just get him with the shadow burn right, or get her with
Not
the
that
shadow
way,
burn right
not
when
that
she
way.
pops up.
Yeah,
But you're good. It didn't start the event.
I had my target shadow burn macro on control wheel up, and I was spamming.
Yeah, and so was I, right next to him, and that's 24 yards. So we got fucked because we had the same brilliant idea. So you do that, and then I'll sit back.
Yeah, and then I'll take the conflag, and then you can.
If it happens. Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes she doesn't do it for a while.
That does sound like a couple Marines arguing over who throws the grenade.
And then it goes.
I mean, if it prevents a problem with it next week, then.
Nah, I'm just teasing. Knowing Magnus' military background, it was fun.
Well, it was funny because we
yeah,
both
this is the kind of
started
fight
before
where, one mistake unfortunately means that we all die on that phase. If Thaladred runs towards... So the reason I wanted to Tim a little further down is we should have space for if he runs towards one of the Sanguinar or Telonica's tank or healer. His thing doesn't last long enough that it should do that. In that case, the raid group as a whole should be adjusting to move south so that as he moves back up, we can pull him back down. If we get like absolute dogshit RNG and it goes to multiple of the tanks, then that's just really unlucky.
I actually posted a picture on that as well. They run towards the tanks. I reposted it.
Oh, you just have him run back. Yeah, I mean, if he's getting to the tank, they can just pull him back there.
Yeah, and I mean, that's like dog shit RNG. A couple things I noticed, Vin, you were just a little slow on moving to the wall. I don't know if you got conflagged or something. But your positioning, I think he hit you and then he was right in front of the raid, so he just kills you and then he was looking at the raid. So that's important that we're zooming over to the opposite side of whatever he's on, obviously, where it's a reaction based on where he is. I also think I think it'd be nice for the warlocks to be all the way on the right.
Sorry, I died from conflag.
Okay, then you just got fucked with conflag. But the guy was targeting you as well.
And when everyone else was,
She may have come close to the group again.
Yeah, no worries.
I mean, as soon as the warlocks were conflagged, all aggro she's not going to look at them with aggro, so she was looking at the raid.
No, I got
you.
I'm just saying.
We'll go into this, just readjust it. Just something to keep in mind, because I think you were up running it for a few seconds, Vin, before the conflag hit. And it's just, everyone should be looking at Thaladred when phase 3 starts. And just be ready to run. Like, treat it like dive bomb. If you see that on you, you get the fuck out as fast as possible.
Got it.
I would like to use phase 1 again to practice the Thaladred kiting. For example, when we had Stro and Philip running them back and forth, that was perfect. So we'll just get them south, position ourselves a little bit north of that, and then run to the west and to the east.
Let's zoom.
Yep, let's do it. Start the dialogue. This will be the last pull for the night. Let's do our best here, guys.
Energy, power.
It's a dry run, so it's an easy win.
Yeah.
A dependence made manifest after the Sunwell was destroyed. Welcome to the future. A pity you are too late to stop it. No one can stop me now. Salama Ashalanore. Let us see how your nerves hold up against the darkener.
4,
Thaladred.
3, 2, 1.
Prepare yourselves!
So he's going to run away from the group. And if he moves towards the group right here, we're obviously going to move straight back. So he should be running towards circle and then back.
Everybody just adjust. Don't let him run straight through you. And we should be pulling him further south, please. Yep, fantastic. Everybody can now start to adjust. Back up to where the totems are, please.
Are we adjusting on circle? Paul to the left. You shouldn't be running up towards the raid group. I know you got hit. You should run to the wall. No. There you go. Slightly back to the
Back up
doors.
a little bit, just in case.
I'm going to run back to the door here so he goes diagonal. There you go. Clean.
Paw at Sanguinar.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I guess Candor or Paw doesn't really matter because both of them are going to get hit by the stuff. They just need tremor totems down there, please.
Yeah, I think the only beneficial change would be if you put Kandarin on Sanguinar. He's not tanking the last boss before the weapons.
Right. Yeah, killing Sanguinar earlier might be beneficial too.
No, I mean like because he tanks Telonicus and then he has to run over to grab the weapons as they pop up.
Right, and that also means, because generally Sanguinar has been marked with, well, sorry, it shouldn't have been, but we marked
4,
Sanguinar with a square.
3, 2, 1.
Good MDs. It'll be something I adjust for next week. That way, yes, it helps with the weapons for Cant, and it will also help with Sanguinar will not be fearing the raid, and it's just going to be Telonicus left last when we're entering into Phase 4. It just removes another annoying piece from the puzzle. So I think that is a good adjustment.
I got range 10 Besta. God damn it, I'd played this game. He was never in my range. Noob. I'm trying to pump over here.
Well done.
That was weird.
The mesh
4,
for the
3,
statue is really weird.
2, 1.
Okay.
It must have LOS'd her or something.
Yeah, I think that adjustment won't matter until we're getting Copernican and Thaladrid down, but we'll fix that up for next time.
Sorry, I was on the phone. Yeah, Meg, as long as you're not in 10 yards or whatever, you're good.
Yeah, I was sitting there trying to read what you were saying, and I was like, what the fuck's he talking? Yeah, it pops up and gives me a 10-yard range.
Alright, perfect. That way we don't have any fuckery with clicking flags and stuff, as you guys understand already.
As you
Alright, here come the weapons.
Many weapons in my arsenal.
Should be killing the infuser. Bring that staff back in.
The daggers killed the hunters.
Last hunter there. The daggers are currently in the.
I'm bringing it to the raid.
Oh, can you grab it?
Grab
Otherwise,
that.
I'll whirlwind the whole raid.
You got B-reses, yeah? Let's go and res them. Face that, vapor run the bow facing away, if possible. We have B-reses.
You can stun the bow too with your pet taunt thing.
Like 50 seconds.
We don't have the B-res.
Range need to get on the bow. Yeah, 30 seconds.
Both Mothie and whatever do. Should get the 200s up.
Mine are in 2 minutes.
Ranger on bow, melee on shield.
Whatever,
You got 25 seconds.
Up.
Start looting. Soul Stones on tanks, please, if they're up, so we can zoom. You got 14 seconds. Loot quickly.
Remember, Warlock space out, can slightly out of the raid. When stacked, let's stack on me right about here. Please.
4.
Get away from Copernican.
Doors in
Circle,
the
please. Everybody in
1.
circle.
MD to the hunters.
Looking at Thaladred. Here we go, it's Mega Bum.
Running
Mega
the right.
Bum running to the right, please. He's coming right to us here, guys. Mega Bum, you gotta move.
Paul, please grab this. There we go.
Okay.
Hop hero. Phillips.
Philip Morris. Heroism, burn him down.
Bro, why is the
We're getting
warlock constantly moving?
I don't know. She stopped doing what she was doing and just started running towards it.
Like a toy. Alright, we'll wipe it up there.
You might want to just pull her back behind Kill Boss.
Are the is Thaladred or not Thaladred? Excuse me. Sanguinar and Tel or the engineer, are they tauntable?
Yeah, Sanguinar is.
Is the engineer?
Can we swap Copernican in the tank's position? Like, can we in phase 2 kite her behind the Kale statue and then have the block tank stand on the stage?
Can probably do whatever we want.
Yeah, it's possible, but you'd probably risk getting conflagged in phase 2 while you're trying to position her.
I'm 100% confident that if the warlocks move towards the wall, that'll literally solve all the problems. And if they get the 60-yard bullshit aggro with Sanguinar, like, they're just gonna taunt them off. And then the tanks will have a bunch of aggro anyway, so it's a win. You can literally just assign a healer to the 2 warlocks. They can sit on the wall over there and shit's easy.
You got this, Kandrin?
So close.
What? Yeah, not
So
bad
what was
fight.
it we did on the first night differently with the positioning with Copernican that did it? The ranged group was a little bit further away, so they weren't getting conflagged as a safety measure.
Well, we were pulling Thaladred all the way to the back, and like so most of the raid was way back there.
Yeah, I had positioned the raid in like the center. You know how there's the long purple lines in the middle? They were centered right about in between the box section of it. Honestly, I think that until we get the Copernican thing sorted out, that would have been just the safer measure further down, because I was seeing so many people that were like really close to Copernican, so that if any small adjustment happened and they weren't looking, they just died immediately. Especially because The reflex for many people I was seeing when Thaladred is running at them is for them to step backwards, and I saw 1 or 2 people step backwards into what could have been Copernian's range.
You know, she may be scripted that she wants to conflag in phase 3, so that's why she's moving, because she can't conflag anyone.
No,
Yeah, 'cause
I've
we were-
watched,
originally
I've
I was
watched repeated
tanking it, right?
replays where she went the entirety of the fight and did not conflag and did not move. I think what was happening just now was that I had aggro and she was sitting still, and then Slurp pulled aggro off me, but he was like closer to the statue, like underneath the skirt of KT right there, and that's when she moved forward. I think he accidentally line of sighted her or some shit, because she moved forward to where she could hit him, and she only moved forward like maybe 10 yards. But it was right on the whenever we swapped aggros. Otherwise, she would do it like every 5 seconds. Like, she wants to cast that thing. I watched replays where she casted it like once, like 4 times in a row, like within 10 seconds. Right? So she'd be moving constantly. You'd never be able to stay outside of 30 yards from her.
The other issue is we had hunters still inside Copernian's range at that time, but that's probably because of the slow battle reses. And then,
Yeah. The bow, the daggers killing us kind of fucked that whole thing up, because then
so
we
to
died.
clarify phase 2, we should be having Canned picking up whatever's in the middle, and then Paw grabbing anything that gets loose of it. I can't chase stuff with the axe. I risk whirlwinding the whole raid. So the only person that can pick up loose adds is going to be Paw in that phase. So it's probably better not to hop on and add immediately Paw. And then if anything gets loose, grab it. And if not, just go in on one and pick it up.
Okay, so I'm
safer.
I'm trying to set a flare where Slurp was standing whenever she moved. I can't even set a flare there. Like underneath him. It's making it go like up. So there's like right where that green is, that's actually line of sight.
Yeah, I'm going to go back probably to 1 lock tank, but I have a few ideas for next week I'll implement. We can have someone go second on threat if they really feel the need, but...
Well, it's handy to see like how she reacts and why, if nothing else.
I'm just watching the logs right now. Because if either of you guys pass on threat at any point, she's going to move.
We've had
Not if we're
multiple
both
times
in
where,
range.
yeah, we've had multiple times where she would switch between me and him, and it wasn't really an issue. This time, I was standing on white, and he had moved back because she was in range of him, but not of me. So he went to go around the statue to get range, and that's when where he was standing, or where he stopped when she was out of range. And then whenever he did pull threat, that's when she moved forward. Like, that line of sight's her, but not us. Or some silly shit.
Ross, if you understand you want to do 1 warlock tank or whatever, and this and that, like, it's consistently the exact same thing. Like, 1 warlock tank dies, they get conflagged, they reduce aggro and get a different warlock tank, whatever the situation is, but like, they are in a position to where she moves towards raid. That's literally it. So when you guys first did it and we were way the fuck back on Thaladred, like, it didn't matter if they fucked up because we were way the fuck back. So you can do it that way where you move everybody back, which is fine, or you can literally just move the warlocks to the wall and put a healer over there with them. Like, it's literally impossible for her to move towards the raid unless someone's attacking her. She'll move away from the raid, and shit's easy.
That's fair. I'm just looking at it critically because we've essentially gone back on an issue that we didn't have last week with the previous methodology.
Well, I mean, with that, I mean, the thought process of this, right, is that like we were doing that, but the issue with that is you got to run way the fuck to the back. X was nowhere near dead, which was the warlock by the time